What's heaven like? Alright, well.
Oh my god, I just got chills.
Yeah, my name is Trevor Patrick Tolley. I'm actually the founder and lead investigator. I started Rogues Hollow Paranormal back in, that would have been 1998 was when the concept first came up. Me and two of my friends, we were driving in Rogues Hollow. That's the area that they call it. It's in like kind of near Clinton, Ohio. And we were driving down some of the back roads real slow. And we saw these two, they were orb-shaped lights, like right next to each other, literally float across the field right in front of our car. And as it floated in front of our car, we stopped the vehicle, and all three of us seen it, and we're just mystified by it. We're like, what is that? You know, we're basically screaming. It was from that point that I knew the paranormal did exist, and that people that have experiences, you know, sometimes they can be explained, but sometimes they can't. This was one of those instances, and so we kind of set out to want to prove the existence of the supernatural.
Missy Tolley. Most people know me as Medium Missy, and I'm the medium and the wife of the founder of Rogues Hollow Paranormal Society. I've known my husband for about 13 years now, and when Trevor and I met, I explained to him like, hey, this is something that I can do. I don't know how I do it. I just started to listen to what was being given to me. I call them wisdom nuggets from heaven.
Yeah, Missy and I actually met 13 years ago, and we met through a mutual friend and had an instant connection, but we didn't get together. It was a few years later we ran into each other, and then we started dating, and it was like right off the bat, you know, she started explaining to me that she would see or experience these things, although she didn't quite understand it yet because she hadn't developed her mediumship. So me having a little bit of a background in the supernatural, you know, it was easy for me to believe in what she was doing and to try to help her develop those talents.
He drags me everywhere. What's interesting about it is he tests me, and he doesn't give me information, and other people have tested me, and when they find out like, oh, she's telling the truth, or they are able to historically validate the information I'm giving, it's pretty cool.
Hi, so I'm Sarah McElroy, and my role here is I'm a medium. So I read clients, and I've gone on location with Rogues Hollow Paranormal for investigations. I would say what I have to do before I go to a haunted location, I have to really meditate and get into the zone of what I need to do, really focus. I will take some notes before I go, but when I get there, I typically put my hands on the ground and just touch the earth. And then I will do a walkthrough. And typically when there's mediums there, they separate us. We're not allowed to speak to each other or see each other. I allow spirits to let me taste, smell, feel, and I do see words that they place in my mind, or symbols and images. I also use mirrors, and I do check mirrors. Mirrors are something that I always found a little sketchy. So I don't have a whole bunch of them in the house, but if people do have them all over the house, I tend to assess that situation. So I use automatic writing, and it is one of my favorite communication tools with the other side. So I just take a deep breath, I center myself, get grounded, and I'll get my notebook. I'll just start scribbling. I might scribble circles, just start letting the pen work, and I ask Spirit to step forward, and they have to say, I'm here, and I let the pen flow. I don't know what letters are coming. I don't know what words are coming. It just goes. And then I read it back. Now, normally I don't even remember what's happening. So whatever I wrote, I don't really remember any of that whole few moments that I'm out and letting Spirit come through me.
So on my end, it's a lot of sensations, feelings, just knowing information and kind of feeling out the energy and For the guys, I think it's about validating or trying to research. They're more skeptical, but as far as technology goes, I don't mess with the technology. I just go in by myself. I don't need to use a recorder. I don't need to use an EMF detector or, the SLS camera. I just go in with myself. I can sit in a room blindfolded and I'll tell you what I pick up.
We use EMF meters, which is electromagnetic field. They're meters that'll monitor it. We use what they call EVP, electronic voice phenomena. That's digital recorders. They're quite effective. We use an SB11 spirit box. That scans different radio frequencies, and we've had a lot of success with that piece of equipment. We also use infrared cameras, SLS cameras, which SLS is really good for detecting movement. They kind of display as stick figures. We use a device called a Paralight, which is basically another EMF tool. It actually lights up and lets us know if there's any activity, so we can set those up in different areas. So if we're investigating and something walks through another area of the location, it actually alerts us and lets us know what's going on.
My name is Sean Tolley, and I am sort of a generalist on the team. I perform whatever functions they need doing at any given time. Sometimes that involves research, sometimes that involves camera work. Other times it's just kind of asking questions and sitting down and listening to different audio that we get. My experience with the paranormal is a little more limited than the rest of the team. I have had some strange things that I thought initially were paranormal. But I've never really had something that really hits me hard, if that makes sense. And I'm kind of looking for that experience.
Rogues Hollow Paranormal Society, we're here to try to capture evidence of the paranormal, and most of all to help people that don't know what to do, that are dealing with paranormal happenings at their house. So if you're having paranormal activity, you don't know what to do about it, by all means reach out to us. We actually have a multi-page report. It's kind of like an investigation fill-out form, but it's several pages long, and it goes into the potential client's medical history, experiences, whatever background information we can possibly pull. So we kind of know where to start as far as asking questions or trying to get to the bottom of if they are having a haunting, what might be haunting their location. Once we establish all that, then we go out to the client's house or location. We go ahead, we set up our equipment, we do a baseline reading. Baseline is basically where you go around with EMF. You kind of see what the levels are sitting at in all the areas. That way you can kind of rule out when you are investigating if you're getting paranormal activity or if it's just a spike in the electromagnetic field, because that can mess with your equipment. Once we do that, we go through and we ask questions with multiple different pieces of equipment. Well, we have two devices here. If you'd like to reach out to us and let us know that you're here, you're more than welcome to touch them. We'd love to talk with you and hear what you have to say. So quite a few things. Once we do gather all of our information, we spend a bit of time going through all the video, all the audio evidence that we've captured to see what we do find. And what we do find, we try to edit down and then present that to the client. You just reach out to Rogues Hollow directly, so you can reach out to us on Facebook. That's Rogues Hollow Paranormal, or you can actually email us, and that's at rogueshollowparanormal at gmail.com. Either one of those two would be fine. You can also call us. We have a shop location that my wife and I run. You can contact us there at 330-871-9078, and we'd be happy to help you.